Hello again. Here we are in my living room near the window because the light is cloudy again. We've got cloudy weather, so it's a silver light out there. In a way, it's good for painting because it's a scattered light and you don't get the heavy contrast. And good for photography too. Terrific actually for photography. And I got my painting hat on. And I don't know if you can see it or not. What does it say on the painting hat? Let's see. Live more and want less. Isn't that terrific? Live more and want less. And you know what? Living more is doing what you want to do. If you want to paint, paint. If you want to play mandolin, play the mandolin. Learn. Go to my tutorials. All of you. Remember, there's not only one video lesson for mandolin or in any of my tutorials. Especially the mandolin has about 15 or 23, I think. And some of them have 15 or more. So you have to start at the first one. Don't start at the end one, but start at the first one and go through it. And study it completely. Now, it is very important that you know what your colors do when you put them like this, or whatever, how way you're using them. It's just like using house paint. You gotta, if you want to make a wall of a light yellowish color, we call it beige, then you have to mix your paint to suit that. And you have to match it, and you go to the store and you ask the guy who is the expert to match your paint strip of paper or whatever wallpaper to your paint that you want, and he puts so much paint in a white can of paint, and he shakes it up with a special machine, and he opens the thing and you match it together and voila, you got what you want. Well, this here is, you don't use a machine, you use your mixing on your paper, you make your sketches, your color things and so on. Now, I got some white on here. It's not much, but I'm going to show you if I put white here, and mix it. And remember that white grays a color, okay? It changes it and it grays it. Now, I got some white on here, but if I put it anywhere else and mix that with it, it's not going to work. It's going to make a change. So I have to take it off. Here now I got the same color here, only thing in warm, and I'm going, and with the, there you go. See the difference? Now, okay. Let's see what it's going to do for us with the cool yellow. Well, not very much, huh? It does make a difference. It lightens it some. But it's, now let's see what it's going to do with the crimson color. You're going to get a magenta. See? That's what it does. That's a beautiful magenta too. Look at that. Almost a pink. If I had more paint there, but that thing is moving on me. There. So it's a lovely pink, magenta pink. Okay, we wiped it off. And by the way, I use this mostly for painting when this is one of my painting knives. And I like them because they have this bend in them here. You can get the flat ones, but then you get your fingers in it and your gloves, and if they don't fit like me, then you get the ends in it and you're dragging your the paint all over the place. Now I got some more white on here, and I'm going to put it on this cool color. See what happens. Ah, nice, huh? So we're getting kind of a different tone, but it's still cool. And those colors are grayed down now, of course, because they got the white with them. They don't need to have gray or black to grade them down. And white does that also. Now here in the warm color, the cadmium, and there you get a lighter cadmium. But the white is showing through from the back, so it's not showing up as much as it would otherwise, because the light is definitely, the light part that is, because it's definitely, the light is lightening these colors from the back. Now, on the warm red, I'm not using too much paint here because I don't want to be messy in my living room. And here I'm getting a lovely pink. And if you were to mix that pink with yellow ochre, you'd get a flesh color. And there we go. So I hope you can see that good. I hope that thing is still working. Now you got all the different colors here. Let's see here what happens when you place the white on the lemon yellow. There you go. You get a tone, a lighter tone, and it's definitely warm. Or yeah, it's warm because that's a cadmium yellow. And then no, that's the cool. That's the on the dark. So you see it more here on the dark background. Let's see what it does here. And you're getting a nice pink, and you see it better than you do over on the white background. So if you use a dark gray as a background on your canvas, you will get better colors also. Now let's see what it does here. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Okay. Now let's see what the warm colors does. And I don't have enough white here. It's more opaque, so I need more white to get a lighter. And you're getting a lighter yellow. There you go. It's you can see some white, but not much. Now, if I had just a straight thing here on this, I'd be full of paint. My gloves, my fingers. Let's see what it's going to do with the red, huh? Try this at home. Make these things at home, and with your primary colors. That's why I wanted you to buy. That's the primary colors to begin with. You can add other colors later. Of course, there are colors made in the tube, and you can use the tube colors. Now, if you use just tube colors and you don't use any white or gray to grade down or to change the color, then you're known as a colorist, because you're painting in just a pure color. And so therefore, but it's very important. A good artist is known by how much gray is in their paintings, and how it brings out the beauty of the colors. Now here we have all the colors here. They're showing up much nicer than here in the changes. So that's the difference that adding white does to your primary colors. I'm not going to give you any other color today, but I'm going to show you, I'm going to take a cool color, Prussian blue, and I'm going to make on here just a square. Just a square right here. And down here. And down here. I'm sort of reaching over here, so it's a bit awkward. And I'm a bit shaky today. I'm tired. I spent 7 hours yesterday making a tutorial. Well, not a tutorial, but a video for my channel. And it was a demanding job because I don't have the equipment yet that I've been planning on. I have not been able to get to the city for some reason or other, and always something coming up. So I had to do my video by putting my background track, on the computer, and I had not done it before. But it worked out. It worked out lovely. You want to go and listen to it. Now, that's dark all around. So let's see what's going to happen if I put that. Remember, that's a cool color. If I put a warm red in there, see if there's going to be any difference, even with the white background. See if there's going to be any difference. It mixes, you see? It mixes because it's wet. But let's see if we can get it to unmix. I doubt it very much. Anyway, there we have now red in the middle, and it's still not showing up like it should. It's not popping out. So what are we going to do? How are we going to get it to pop out? Well, I don't have any green here or any, I could make it, but I don't have my mixing palette. Anyway, we're going to make a big swat of red here. And see what happens when we stick some yellow in it. Let's see if we stick some cadmium yellow in it and see what happens. Make any difference? I think so, somewhat. Now let's see if we can make, there's a kind of a mix here. Cadmium yellow. And let's see if we mix a Prussian blue with it to see if we get a green. And that's warm. And yeah, let's try ultramarine blue and see if we get a better green. I'm not sure. I think we're getting a better green by putting a warmer color in there. Because that's cadmium yellow, it's warmer. Let's mix this with it and see if we get a green. There we go. We're getting that green. Now, all the greens of nature can be made like this by mixing different colors. And I will show you that too in a tutorial in the future sometime, hopefully, before too long. So you see, you can get your different colors by mixing, or you can get your effects by placing one color alongside another. Now the black and the red pops out a little more, but not as much. And if I put some white there, I think you'd probably see the difference. Sorry, my face sideways here in the video, but not much I can do about that. Let's see. Now we're going to mix the red and the blue and see what happens. Well, we're getting a kind of a purple, but it's messy. You see, it's messy, and it's called muddy. It's muddy. So if you mix the wrong colors, you get mud. But mud is not a useless color either. You can use it to darken your backgrounds. You can use it in your backgrounds of still lifes, of portraits, or whatever. But the main thing is to learn white against black. There's your difference. Look. Look at that. Nice, huh? So there's your go. White against white. You can't see it. You have to darken it down a bit. Now, you can see it a little bit, but if you're looking at it, but I doubt if the camera is showing it. So there you go. There's 2 tutorials dealing with almost the same subject as I used with the oil pastels. I thought if I did it in oils, it would show up better for you. And notice, try to see as much as you can in those little swaths. Now remember, the top ones are the cool, the lower ones are the warm colors. There's the mixture of the warm yellow and the blue, and then the blue and the red, which gives you a kind of a, it would turn to a purple if it mixed. It all depends on the amount of color, one or the other. And when you make a color chart, this is what you have to watch. You have to watch, if you want a certain gray, a certain blue, a certain, you have to know just how much to mix together to get that. And we'll probably be showing you how to do that too.